Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. On this episode of Anime Reaction, we watch the 5th episode of Bento.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 5th episode of Bento, hit that link in the description below.
Hey, and be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So in this episode of Bento, we open
Sato.
basically Sato is the universe's plaything.
He's the universe's bitch in this episode.
No. In the series, he's the universe's plaything.
In this series, yeah.
In this episode,
Poor dude. He gets it.
it actually wasn't the worst that we've seen, I don't think. Mostly because Shiri Ume was not in this episode.
That bitch.
Yeah, that bitch was not in this episode. However, we open up with him attempting to meet with Shaga at her school, and the, I can only assume, security guard there is overzealous and clearly...
I think he's seen too many Energizer Bunny commercials. Because he wants to keep Sato going, and going, and going.
Oh my god, it was freaky
He
as hell.
he is devoted to Shaga in a very weirdly creepy way, especially for a character that's supposed to be that old.
I'm a security guard.
Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, so he strip searches Sato, and then doesn't listen to a word that Sato says, and then attempts to shove a battery up his ass. Attempts to power Sato with a goddamn D-cell. But Sato, of course, runs away, and he gets chased, and then he finally gets Shaga to sneak him into her club room. And we meet the most unfortunate character fucking ever. Okay, maybe not ever, but god
About
damn.
to say, Anne from Anne Happy is pretty damn unlucky, but... this girl's pretty close.
This girl, if she touches you, then everything you touch breaks. You step on thumbnails that weren't there before. Yeah.
Probably make you a very strong wolf.
Probably. Do some
Having to
training
deal with
there.
that shit.
Hold up. Maybe that's why Sato gets all the abuse he gets.
No, because he touched her after.
No, I'm just saying throughout the whole series, it's making them into a stronger wolf.
Possibly.
And then Shaga gets rid of her by giving her money to go down and get some coffee from the vending machines. And we see them pass by her on their way out, and like she has the vending machines literally spitting out cola.
Like more than a normal machine would be able to hold.
And
like
then,
a mountain.
yeah,
of
and then
cola
every
cans.
time she opens one, it's like fully shook up and sprays all over her face.
But she's happy about it, so.
Yeah, she doesn't understand that she's unfortunate. Anyway, the other thing is that Sato had to dress up in Oshiroi's school outfit that Shaga had originally borrowed. Man, that outfit gets around.
It does.
But so he ends up having to show up to the supermarket
In drag.
in a sailor outfit, and everybody treats him accordingly.
Wizard is disgusted thoroughly. Sen's like, oh, maybe calling you cute's the best compliment in this situation. And Oshiroi.
Oshiroi loves this far too much.
Oh yeah, she totally ate it up.
Well, seeing as in the last episode when he originally borrowed it from her, she thought that he was borrowing it for him, and she was turned on by the idea. And now that he's actually wearing it,
Good job.
then we get a half-price battle.
Of course.
We also find out that the half-price god in this particular store is a old wolf.
Yes,
One
former wolf.
One who, I guess, upgraded.
Well,
She got married and settled down, it looked like.
Got a job. Or graduated school, got a job at the store.
Well, yeah, I think the thing was that she got married and had to settle down. That's the way that they made it seem to me, anyway.
But this particular store is having a special on their bento.
Yeah, they're doing Hokkaido specialty bento.
So you get stuff with like salmon or ikameshi, squid stuff with rice.
Salmon.
Yeah, that's what the character's saying.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
yeah, you get a half price battle. You see Sen win. You see Shaga win. You see Ushiroi win. Do her thing.
Steppity step. Steppity step. I love it.
And then Sato goes in to get a bento, and he gets surrounded by the Monarch's men. And the Monarch is a wolf. I hesitate to call him that.
He is the guy fondling his nuts in the opening scene of the episode and head of that nerve-like organization.
Yeah, so basically the Monarch has his guys surround Sato. He picked out Sato on purpose, like way beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's not just some random one either. But he has his guys surround Sato and basically hold him in a position so that the Monarch can walk up and just start cheap shotting him and wailing on him. They did a good job making a hateable character because goddamn, I can't wait to see that guy get his face punched in.
Hopefully by Sato.
And nuts crushed.
Yeah, and honestly, he should have worse than that done to him. Because, like, with what he was doing to Sato, he was literally trying to send him to the hospital. Or worse.
Yeah. He was trying to make an example out of him. To, quote, get the party started,
for
really.
no fucking reason. Yeah. Like, why would you choose Sato in that situation?
Because he's partnered with the West Side, because there's a big feud going on between East Side and West Side.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's so many other people that are partnered with the West Side, too.
I think they singled him out because he's the weakest.
I wouldn't even call him the weakest, though.
It's true. He's already stronger than, say, Monk and some of the other guys.
I don't know. I think it's probably because he's connected to Sen.
That could be it also. And Shaga, both.
Yeah. But also the fact that he's the main character of the story, so.
So the universe's plaything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Sato absolutely whoop that guy's ass.
Indeed. I will accept nothing less than that.
Indeed.
But yeah, this is basically the start of the West versus East war that they're trying to start over the weekend of the festival.
Yep.
It's just bento.
Yeah, and basically it's revealed that the Monarch wants to start this war because the strongest person from the East got beat by a wolf from the West. And he just can't stand for that. Or something like that.
Something, yeah. So, kind of near the tail end of the episode, we see the Monarch lock himself in, actually with help from the wizard, lock himself in a storage room or a boiler room to starve himself for 3 days, waiting to the kickoff of this whole East-West war. And the only thing in that room with him is a picture of Sen.
And his nuts.
That sounds way raunchier than the scene actually portrayed.
That was the reason why I phrased it that way.
Good man.
And then him, picture of Sen and his nuts.
For 3 days.
Hey, at least
straight.
he didn't have a sausage with him. Anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We did kind of gloss over a little bit with the end of the fight because Sato gets put into the break room. The half-priced god decided to bring him in and let him rest there while he
And I think it's because the poor guy's head was so shaken up by that brutal beatdown. But, yeah, he totally misreads the situation when he comes to.
Yeah, and he thinks that the...
Yeah, we basically get a couple minutes of wonderful innuendo.
Wonderful innuendo, and then...
and then Sen and Saga show up.
And
so like, Saga
okay,
show up when he has a boner.
Here's your clothes. Go ahead, stand up, get dressed. I'm not standing up. What? Why? Is there something wrong? I don't know how much like the thumbnail worthy moment is probably Sen and Saga just all over Sato when Oshiroi just walks in.
And of course, in full Oshiroi fashion, you know, if I imagine that they're men, I can make this work.
If I made them men, I could use this.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, if I were in that situation nowadays, I'd probably just stand up and say, well, sorry, but read the situation. But knowing that he's a young lad, oh man, poor kid. A good consolation at the very least, because damn, that was a vicious beatdown.
Yeah.
Also, in pure Sato fashion, he gets beat so badly that it sprays blood all over the ceiling of the supermarket, which, by the way, you'd think that the manager of the supermarket would have something to say about that.
You know, or call the police because there's a mugging going on in his store.
Yeah.
Because it's his property, he would be legally liable for that.
Yeah. But in pure Sato fashion, he basically gets up only wearing like 2 Band-Aids.
Main character. Plot armor.
Healing factor.
Yeah, he has a healing factor that I think Wolverine might be jealous of. Okay, maybe not that bad, but okay. He does like just shrug off the most ridiculously terrible injuries.
He does take all the abuse, but he keeps on ticking. It is rather amazing in a weird sort of way.
Mm-hmm. But while in this break room, we get the dialogue between Saga, Sen, and talking about the West vs East war stuff.
Basically, Saga comes clean with the Monarch's plan, which she was going to divulge in the previous episode, but she didn't.
Yeah. And Saga, trying to, I guess, avoid more confrontation, just scarfs down her bento and is like, I'm just going to go home. See ya.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm not really part of the Monarch's deal. I mean, he did call me a mongrel, and I'm not going to stand for that.
No.
So she leaves kind of more or less pissed off.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And we're left off with the half-price god person from the store saying that this all might be her fault. So we might start next week with right where we left off here.
Kind of getting some background information on the whole war, how it started.
Yep.
Makes sense. Also, that preview.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it does another thing with the funny previews where this time it snuck up on Oshiroi while she was typing up her
Muscle Detective
BL novel. And then she's like, oh, next time on Muscle Detective. And then Sato just turns on the lights and grabs her by the ponytail. She likes it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. We're going to go get some salmon.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga Talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon.